Hi, Ben. Ben as well. Ooh, last one, a lot of pressure. Okay, so one thing that you said, I'm in complete disagreement with you, and then another thing, I just wanted to ask your opinion on it. The first thing, why do you think the deputy in the Parkland shooting was in the wrong and he didn't do anything? Speaking as a former member of a law enforcement agency, I don't mean to sound like mean, but what qualifications do you have to say that he did the wrong thing, and why are you calling him a coward when active shooter training is something that's just now being taught in the law enforcement communities over the past 3-4 years, and they're still figuring out how to teach it? And then once you answer that, I can get...
Okay, so first answer first. So one of two things happened, and we don't know the answer yet. Either the training was insufficient, in which case the sheriff, the Scott Israel, should be out on his ass, and that's his fault. Or Scott Israel is not lying, and this guy was trained and he did the wrong thing. Right? Those are the two options that are on the table. So I'm open to either option right now. I mean, yesterday on my show, I said it's very possible that this deputy did nothing wrong, and he was being told by his higher-ups that he was supposed to sit out there and do nothing. And that may, in fact, be a more plausible explanation, given the reports that there were 4 officers out there, not 1, which says to me that this wasn't just an officer, quote-unquote, chickening out. It was 4 officers who were probably told through protocol that they weren't supposed to go inside. But if the protocol is taught that you were supposed to go inside and you didn't go inside, then you're paid for the job. And you know, listen, this is why I have outsized respect for members of law enforcement and members of the military, because I didn't have the balls to do that. Right? I have outsized respect for people who sign up for that job. But when you sign up for that job, obviously it comes along with the job description. If you don't fulfill the job description, then you failed. So that's the breakdown there.
Okay. The next thing I wanted to ask, I do want to say you brought up a lot of good points. Next thing I wanted to ask, or just kind of get your opinion on, what do you think about the NFA of 1934, which is the National Firearms Act of 1934, which basically regulated the interstate transport and somewhat banned the usage of machine guns, short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, and, quote, any other weapons under what it defines as Title II of the NFA?
So I have significant problems with the National Firearms Act, and
Okay.
Neither, by the way, does the NRA.
Okay.
Even the NRA doesn't argue with the banning of machine guns. That's pretty uncontroversial at this point.
Okay, cool.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Well, thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate you having me. You're wonderful. I look forward to coming back.
Just some quick closing remarks for everyone. Please exit through the doors that you entered through.